Hello, my name is India Fisher and you're watching Dr. Freedom.
Hello, the Doctor Who experience. What can I say about the Doctor Who experience? I've had the Doctor Who experience, and it's very, very special. I've also been at the Doctor Who experience many times, and always loved it. It's such a warm, friendly place, and apart from that, it's got all these fabulous exhibits, all these bits and pieces that I just want to touch and play with and wear. And some of them I have actually worn, and I wonder if I could have them back. Would that be possible? It's incredible to be in the streets of Cardiff and to hear someone who comes from China, or someone who comes from Russia, or someone who comes from America saying, can you direct me to the Doctor Who experience? And that has actually happened, and they haven't clocked it to me, because I've been in heavy disguise. But people do come from all over the world to come and visit the Doctor Who experience, and that's a great example of how successful it has been. I'm sorry it's closing. I'm sorry I'm not there. Please have a wonderful, wonderful time and take the spirit of Doctor Who and the Doctor Who experience with you. Wherever you go, are you experienced? I am. You should be too. Everything else.
Okay, folks. As you saw, that's over on Stewart Seyfried's channel. I'll be leaving a link to it, so that way you can go watch it over there. I want to make sure he gets credit where credit's due for putting that up. Yes, the Doctor Who experience is no longer with us. It is officially shut down. A lot of people have been going, oh my God, Doc, why did this do this? Why did this happen? Simple case was when they opened it up, they had a special 5-year lease for the facility, and that 5 years is up. Now, now that the 5 years is up, and the building owners and all that realized just how much money was walking into the paycheck that they were getting for the experience, you see, now they're going to knock. I want a little of that, and that's why. Now, somebody was claiming the other day that they had heard at some con that there had been an announcement that the Doctor Who experience was moving to a larger facility in Wales, and that it would include, Peter Capaldi / the 12th Doctor's TARDIS. It was briefly Matt Smith, but we don't count. That don't count. Oh, well, just kidding. But like I said, I've not heard anything on that since. Now, I'm assuming they're going to move it somewhere, because I don't really, I'd hate to think that they're going to take all that history, throw it back in the mothballs, and stick it in a warehouse. I really hate to think that. And it'll be observed, it'll be studied by top men. Yeah, that's right, top men. Okay, so that's kind of the, it's going to be a central theme of our discussion here. If you look around on Facebook, there were a lot of people who were putting up a lot of great pictures all over Facebook. So if you look around, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of them, the folks, who gathered for this, for the last day. It was sold out, I can't remember how long ago, for the 9th. And, I've been telling you for a long time, on September 9th, it is over. But here we go. Yes, Doctor Experience, end of an era. At 5 p.m. on Saturday the 9th, so September 2017, the Doctor Experience in Cardiff closed its doors for good. Time has finally run out for the popular attraction, and they look back on the experience's 5-year stint in Cardiff Bay. So, they even got some stuff here, and there, and all that. If you look around, there's some videos when Capaldi visited. Yeah, I'm not touching that one. Oh, I like to pick on Matt Smith, okay? He's the guy who left Doctor Who and, thinking he was going to go be a big-time movie star like his buddy, Andrew Russell Garfield. And all I can say is, look at my muscles, look at my muscles. Matter of fact, losing the Doctor Who experience is a sad day for Cardiff, and not just for the fans. And this is one, hang on, somebody, I believe Girly Letters quotes him out of this. Okay. It's not often a city can claim its home of an important pop culture phenomenon, but Cardiff has been synonymous with Doctor Who for Whovians around the world ever since the TARDIS phased back on North screens in 2005, with local fans, myself included, keeping an eye out for notable Welsh locations to be, are trying to pass off as one that many dedicated viewers from further afield have come to the Welsh capital to walk the same streets as their favorite Doctor. Now, over the last 5 years, Fans of the popular show have been able to simulate flying the Doctor's blue phone box, explore the old TARDIS console rooms, and take in numerous props and costumes thanks to the Doctor Who experience. Now, of course, as it tells us that, last day it sold out, and despite only being around for 5 years, it made a massive impact. When it was revealed that London would no longer play host to the Doctor Who experience, it seemed like a natural fit for Cardiff to step up. Now, prior to the experience arriving in Cardiff Bay in 2012, fans could only visit a similar, albeit smaller, collection of memorabilia from all the time and space at the Red Dragon Center's Doctor Who exhibition, which is Doctor Who Up Close Cardiff. All right, now, and despite its comparatively small venue, crowds flocked up to the Up Close Cardiff exhibition. Okay, for 2005 to 11, but this was the place to go for fans. All right. Okay. Now, obviously, there was a market for something permanent, and after the Doctor experience in London's Olympia announced it was closing after just a year, Cardiff welcomed it with open arms. All right. Let's keep going on. Interactive. Okay, we know about that. All right. All right. What next? That's the big question. Unfortunately, it was always going to be a 5-year project given the dates on the lease, but there was always a bit of quiet optimism among the fans that this would be extended. After all, it seems to make commercial sense, if nothing else. There are, of course, rumors circulating among the show's followers about what will happen next. Now, one rumor is that it's moving somewhere else in Wales. Others have talked about a UK touring exhibition. There's others now talking about Manchester again. Oy vey. Okay, but the BBC's official line at the moment is the following, quote, news of how we are planning further ways of taking Doctor Who directly to our audience and how we are using the filming locations to continue the commercial presence of Doctor Who in Cardiff will be communicated in due course. And that's it. That's all you've gotten. And this is such a major icon. This is a landmark. This is something that's known worldwide. People came from all over the globe. Well, we're just shutting it down after 5 years because we don't want to have to pay an up lease. Jackasses. Okay, and here it is. What is the future of the Doctor Who experience? And this basically tells you the exact same thing. All the stuff, blah, blah, blah. And will it open anywhere else? And there's rumors, of course, circulating. But I threw this in because it's Radio Times, and they take a couple of small other leaps with it. But once again, it leads you to that same statement. They're not going to tell you a damn thing. And it just disappoints the hell out of me. Because given the fact that you're basically doing a major change on Doctor Who this coming year, with the fact that you're bringing in the first female Doctor, along other things, it's just crazy. You'd think they'd have done announced something saying, look, this will go on. We'll have to keep our eyes and ears peeled, noses to the grindstone. We'll find out one way or the other. Okay, Peter Capaldi leads fan tributes as Cardiff's Doctor Who experience closes. Now, okay, and of course, here's another link to that special hidden message, but I don't like that angle. This was George Whitaker, a.k.a. George Baker. So I love how they're doing say there was no way you were going to save the DWE. It was, like I said, it was a cut and dry deal. There was not going to be any changes or anything like that, but here's some of the tweets and stuff from folks who were there on the last day. And it's kind of sad, seeing all this stuff now, and we're never going to have access to it again. At least not in the known, we don't know. Or if we are, we don't know. And it's just, and of course, here's the best of the Doctor Who experience video that somebody put. I can't remember who put this up, but I know it's just depressing, really. It really, really is. I'm sorry to be a bit of a downer, but this is such a major thing. And once again, best of the Doctor Who experience. Yeah, that's the one I just put up. Duh. So let me cut that. Sorry, you're not getting that. No point. Okay, Alex Kingston explains why she can't watch River Song's final episode. So that's kind of her thing. Like I said, it's a nice, touching thing in an interview. I'm going to leave it up for you guys to read if you want. There's been a lot of folks going that apparently they're saying Alex Kingston's going to contact the Beeb and wants to do a scene and meet up with Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. Here's the problem with that. Oh, that's gone. River Song, even though her character was included in Silence of the Library Forest of the Dead and all that, in the RTD era, she is a Moffat character. Now, Jack Harkness is not. Jack Harkness was created by Russell T. Davies. But in this case, this is a Moffat character, which means if they want to use her, Mr. Moffat gets a moolah. That's how that works. And I don't know if the Chib is going to be willing to bring in, matter of fact, that's going to be the same problem with Vastra, Jenny, and Strax. They're Moffat era characters. Is he going to want to look back at a previous era by bringing folks in? Oh, we can't even get a freaking classic companion on the show. But that's just me. Moving on. Matt Smith on the 11 Doctor's costume, not cool. Yeah. And also, it was his idea for the bow tie. He brought that up in this little article right here, where he goes, why don't I try on a bow tie? And he decided to do it anyway. And then it just stuck because it actually looked pretty good, especially with the tweed outfit and whatnot. So, little thing there for you Smithies out there. Boom. Okay, get ready for Laughs Ahoy. Peter Capaldi auditioned for the role of Sisko in Star Trek DS9. And apparently so did Anthony Stewart Head. So, kind of a little bit of Trek trivia because Trek celebrated its 51st anniversary. If I remember right, this week. It was just a couple days ago. I don't keep up on things Trek anymore. I'm not kidding. My last Trek function where I actually cosplayed, got in the uniform, was in 2007. I left Trek fandom for a lot of reasons, but the coffin nail, the final nail that hit in the head for me was the 2009 movie, which I won't get into here because it was shit. Moving on. Play Freema Agyeman's Doctor Word Search and read her heartfelt message about epilepsy. All right, the actor whose niece has epilepsy is supporting the charity Epilepsy Action on National Doodle Day. So get it go. If you want to, you can play this, blah, blah, blah. It's just, also be sure to check into when presented with life's puzzles, searching for the answers takes strategy. It may require helping hand, she writes. For those people for whose lives are affected by epilepsy, Epilepsy Action offers just that and so much more. Thank you for supporting them in their vital work, she says. But now, so cute little thing that Freema is doing. You remember Martha Jones? You haven't forgotten Martha, have you? You bastards. And then just the other day also was the 30th anniversary of the first episode for Sylvester McCoy. And this is kind of a little thing where they do a little thing about, time in the Rani. And trust me, I know it's one of them episodes that makes you want to go, ooh, amongst other things. And because that was his first step out. And, it's kind of weird. It's still to this day when you see him in them clothes now. But also goes over a few things here and there. And, yeah, it's hard to believe it's been, 30 years already since, he stepped foot in the TARDIS, Sylvester McCoy. All right, so sorry I rambled on a bit, but it's just sad to see that the experience is closing. So far, there's been no word of a backup plan. I'm assuming they're going to have something going on because it was very profitable. But the toughest part is finding a facility that's large enough to handle it, that's easy enough, to get tourists to, and things like that, as the Cardiff Bay site was. So that's going to be their big challenge. I'm assuming they're going to do something in the future. We're just going to have to sit back and wait for some good, solid news because I've heard so many things from Manchester to London to, another facility in Wales that I really cannot, say with any accuracy what's going on in that field. Oh, well, folks, that's all I got for you tonight. Sorry it's been a little bit dull, but it's just been a weird weekend, especially after the Death Note review. Yeah, it's funny how we 10 out of 10ers, I think the highest score I got was 7. So, well, that's a whole nother story. So take care, ta-ta.